Marcy, this is very straightforward. That's remarkable and correct. So you are going to, Marcy, when you leave the microphone, you're heading in your path to the outside. And so after you say and correct, start walking. Miss Park is all business. I am not. And then go up to your spot and kind of sit there and stew about it a little bit. All right, Mr. Tolentino and Chip is, we're not doing it as a voiceover. Where are you? Right here. We're not doing it as a voiceover. You'll be saying it. So you're like, whoever you had picked to be Marigold, you're just staring out at her. Marigold. Marigold Coney Bear. That's it. And then whatever your physical reference was earlier, that's what you'll say. So like, you know, whatever you said the other day.
What lovely glow sticks.
Yeah. Like, God, those are some really pretty glow sticks, Marigold.
It feels like legitimate.
Glow sticks?
Yeah, I don't know. Spencer's weird. The neck brace.
What is that?
His was the neck brace. The girl in the neck brace. That's a really supportive neck brace, man. Sorry, is it my turn? Yes. We're a break. Can you maybe skip me? So it says yes. As he's saying yes, and Ren is saying a rare break in concentration, Chip goes to stand up, and you're like, no. Okay. Like I just sit up and realize I'm like, sit back down. So can you maybe skip me now and ask me 2 in a row later? Why would you want to do that? Like I'd rather not say.
Boner alert.
Punch is not dealing with this bullshit. You can either take your turn now or forfeit. I'll take my turn now. Kind of like think about take your number off. Hold it in front of yourself. Hop off the side there, and you're coming down with the thing in front of your area. Another excellent decision by the incumbent. You're here. Tit up. What? Like,
Tita.
the word, and like, I don't want it to be a huge like fucking with Chip, but like I do like what's played something like
Punch kind of knows.
you kind of know. You're like, I was 12 once. I know what's happening. And so how do you give him tit up? What? The word is tit up. Definition, please. It means lively movement or behavior. Chip, your eyes need to. Like, oh no, he knows. She knows. They know. Or to move restlessly. Okay, so this is the first time where you don't have to give it like super dry how you've been doing. Again, you're kind of fucking with them a little bit. It refers to the sounds of horses' hooves. And take this slow, and I want you to use it as to do like tit-up, tit-up, tit-up. And every time when you kind of realize you fucked up, we can drop the whole like placard bit, because like, oh wait, no, you 2 T's. You heard both right. So you can look back at you heard both right. Backing up, TITTUP, tit up. And like, yeah, exactly the look you're giving right now. Ding. So like leave him in suspense for a second. Ding. I'm sorry, the correct spelling is. So Ponch, I want you to stand as you do this, Tim. If you start to spell a word, you may start over. And then the spellers do exactly what you did in the spelling bee rules number, but the sequence of the letters already spoken may not be changed. So Mitch, you kind of cross towards Chip. That's the reason we despair. Life is pandemonium, life is pandemonium. And like, so you come over and you go to like, go back to where we have our little juice boxes next to our chair. I give him a hug, and a juice box. I'm here to give comfort.
That's a good way to do it.
Lights will switch, and we're back to reality. So everybody kind of snaps out of your like pose.
Snap back to reality.
Well, there goes gravity. Rona, you kind of like, you don't want to be the bad guy. Rona's not the bad guy. She's nice. She's sweet. So you like look at Punch like, could we? Punch looks at Rona, looks at Chip. Ding.
You dramatic bastard.
Just like,
Not sure how that happened.
We're still standing.
so like, I mean, if you go into it kind of like a little tougher than the rest of them, and kind of like you're like get him, and like you can even do like hug where it's like just like lift him up just like off of his toes a little bit, and Spencer's like, Lord, that's what's swelled about spelling bees. I am floored by how last year's big cheese. Like you were literally singing about him and how he fucked up right into his face. Because again, this is a Rona moment. It's not an anybody else moment. It is called Rona moment. By how last year's big cheese becomes this year's disaster and exits. And this is one of those like you're telling him what to do and exits with new humility. Like you need to go. Be gracious about it, you little snot.
Am I acknowledging her shit talking, or am I not paying attention?
I mean, kind of. You're like,
What do you mean shit talk?
just kind of saying with the juice box in your hand, like. And so then she looks at you and you guys make eye contact, exits with new humility, and like, go. So then Chip, you're just kind of like. As she's finishing up, it's a wide open jamboree when the winners lose surprisingly. But damn, she's still talking shit. Now I love what I see. I see hope and possibility when the favorite loses 1, 2, 3. And then so you've gotten to the far outside. Everybody's like, bye! And again, it's in your character. So, like, you know, Leaf is a genuine, like, bye. Logan's is probably pretty genuine. Farfy and Chip hate each other. Farfy's right here. Bye. And to Marcy, you don't really matter, so.
Damn.
You know, basically the track that Olive took to get into the Bee, you're gonna go out behind the bleachers and out. Yeah, so you're gonna go around the outside. You and the 2 Trailer Park Girls. Yikes.
Trailer Park Girls.
I said you and the 2 Trailer Park Girls are gonna go around the outside. Erica said, "Is that what the bees are?" All right, so we've called the final audience volunteer, which is number 4. So, audience volunteer comes up. They stay in. They go to sit down, and you call them immediately back up for a second word to get them out. So, this is one of the ones.
Do I come up with another comment?
Yes.
Second time?
Yep. And like a lot of times, like the second one will be like, so and so is very persistent. So and so doesn't know when to quit. Like when they come up the second time, and that, or another point was like, so and so suffers from deja vu. So the first one. So and so is a little late to the game. So this is one of those ones, Ponch's, that's in the back, is the one that says like, there is no known definition. It exists only in the oral tradition. That's the first one you give them, because it's one of those ones that like, as long as it sounds even kind of correct, they like it's right. Because no, people aren't going to know what the word is. Yeah, I think there's a few. And there's Caterjunes. There's
made up words. So.
Yeah. And then the last one they get has like the hardest one. And with the last one, With all of the other volunteers, every other time, you let them spell the word out, and then you ding them, give them the spelling. With the last one, as soon as they say the first wrong letter, even if it's the very first letter, like the one with the whatever that's in there, the Xeroptomology, they start spelling it, and they're like, Z, just ding.
Okay.
Like, don't let them even keep going.
Okay.
Just ding.